sports for you right here, Woodward Sport.
Yeah. I play with that gorilla. You hear me?
Okay. You have a Tesla. You float here.
Good. That's the problem. He's too damn good. I wanted to have Fish up here with us because we missed Fish last week immensely. We talked about it on the show. We're so happy that young Fish is back. And number one, I wanted to show what he does behind the scenes. And number two, I wanted Art, maybe we can get a shot of young Fish's face. When I first saw Fish, I thought, was he sunburned? What, you know, because if you didn't know, Fish went to Cleveland and then went to Pebble Beach.
He left us.
Fish,
that's a weird combo.
It's it is terrible. It's windburn, right?
Yeah, this is the most sun I've gotten in weeks.
So your face is all red from windburn?
Went off the Pacific
which
Ocean,
I never knew was a thing until Monday. Everyone's like, look at your face, it's red. I'm like, okay, cool. I looked in my face, oh, it's red. I didn't know windburn was a thing. Stick he knew all along it was a thing. Thanks for telling me, Stick. Would have loved to know windburn was a thing.
How did you shoot at Pebble Beach, by the way?
124, I think? 125?
Rookie numbers.
Not bad.
Well, as long as you can play there, who cares about the score? You got the opportunity to play one of America's great golf courses.
Oh, I know.
Good for you.
I shot a 300 under par, and that was my first one.
You're the beloved leader.
Yeah, you sound like Kim Jong-un.
Yeah.
You Fish and the beloved leader should go golf around.
I'm just upset because Fish left me to deal with everything. They didn't even have their water, Sean. Sean, you didn't have your water. But Fish was gone. There's no water, no tablets. We missed you, brother.
I told you I didn't want to go, but I had fun as I figured I would.
Good.
You know what? I'm glad that you went. Those are memories with your family that you're never going to get back, young man. Like, we are actually in a couple weeks, we're taking the kids to the UP, Terry, for an extensive trip to the UP.
I thought you're going to Hawaii.
Maybe one day. But we're just going in the first week of November. But Terry,
you're going in November. Won't it be snowing up there by then?
No, we're going to Hawaii in November.
Oh, I thought you were going to UP.
No, we're going to the UP the first week of August. And the only reason we haven't taken the extensive trip up there is because there's nothing up there. Now, people like me love that, but when you're a little kid, you know, Dad, I want to go do this, I want to go do that. So we waited till they were a little older, and hopefully they can appreciate it. And
well, there's nature up there.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It might be our last family trip, though. That's what we're all kind of talking about, that maybe it's our last family trip because, you know, my son's a professional now, or almost nearly a professional, so it's strange.
Can your other sons go?
Are moving Celine or Brandon into an apartment or a dorm or something. That's all we do now.
Yeah.
So our next trip is Chicago, and then East Lansing. So we have a full house now in 2 weeks. We get rid of Celine 2 weeks after that. Gonna be empty nesters again.
Wow. Yes, Arthur.
I was out on Friday.
Yay!
And I was a little upset to find some news out. And we're not going to get into the details now, but I will be on Heartache Road for the rest of today and the rest of tomorrow, thanks to Sean Baligian. So thanks for crushing my heart.
You know, I just want to say publicly, you're an asshole. Now that I got that out of the way.
You know, it was crazy. I felt like, you know, it's kind of behind us now. We all know. And I felt that you and Kennedy and the rest of the crew handled it greatly. But you can't expect people to just get over sadness, to get over heartbreak.
Oh, we're talking about for the next 2 days. Get ready. It's going to be a wild 48 hours.
Well,
but if a man says he doesn't want something, then why do you give it to him?
I'm just telling you right now, I'm very sick tomorrow. I'm going to be very, very ill tomorrow morning.
So will I.
Thank you, Terry. No, thank you. You know what?
You know what? They're young. They don't understand.
Oh, I understand.
When you become seasoned, you know, every day is just low key. You just want to move from day to day. You don't want any celebrations or anything like that, or farewells.
You guys
are my ass. I just told you what the deal is.
I know, but you're treating this like you do with the Lions. Just, I'm used to being hurt. Well, I'm not used to it yet.
Well, he's just doing his thing. He's moving on.
And I just have to move on too?
Yes.
No.
Deal with it. or get out of this business.
Then I'm out,
Bye.
and I'm taking Sean with me.
Bye, Felicia.
That's a great moment to drop it. The only thing and the only reason that I brought it up the other day, Art, is that I thought it was unfair to some of my coworkers that they had to answer questions. I want to make this crystal clear. I said it on Friday. This has nothing to do with the network or anybody at the network. I love what these guys are doing. It has nothing, zero, to do with that. Please, I'm begging you, don't read into it. Don't look for something salacious, because there's absolutely nothing salacious there. I love these guys. I do. Art, you, and Kennedy, and Fish, and Terry, and Joik, and all the kids around here. So there's nothing bad about this.
Well, no, it's just I've developed a great relationship with a bunch of people here, and I don't want to see any of them go. And I'm sorry that I'm talking about...
Oh, so we can't have a relationship after tomorrow. Is that what you're telling me?
Well, October 15th, 14th, we'll find out.
You're not going with me October 14th.
And then you tell me you're doing
back-to-back
back-to-back
said already, you're not going with me October 14th.
I found that to be the case. When you leave something, your relationships die. A lot of friendships and relationships are based solely on who you work for, kids going to the same teams. Once that is erased, relationships disappear.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm going to be hurt, because I know he's going to change his phone number after tomorrow.
He probably has 7 phones. So, yeah, we'll just use the other one.
14 air conditioners and 37 phones.
All right, good. Fantastic. So what'd you do this weekend, Terry? Anything?
I didn't do anything.
Wasn't it great?
No, I just chilled out. Nothing. My big weekends are coming up. 2 weeks, we got to help Celine move to Chicago, so I'm just chilling out for right now until we have to do that.
Do you barbecue at all?
I did not. Yeah, I didn't do anything. I'm telling you.
Those are the best weekends, so
Right.
let's be honest.
Yeah, we got this stupid deer that keeps hanging around the house, and every time you open the garage door, she's looking at you like, "What's up?" I'm like, "Girl, get out of here. Go somewhere else." So she had babies in our backyard about 3 weeks ago, and now her and the babies are always around and goofing around. I'm like, "What? We just go away." And now the bitch ate my flowers. She did. And I knew she was going to do it, and I said, "Don't do it."
Why don't you just go out there and just put these up?
I
She'll
did.
run away. Oh, you did.
Then I got a life, so I have to do other stuff. She went away.
Uh-huh.
Then she came back when I was gone. I know she's looking around like this. They ate my damn flowers.
Be careful, because if the mama deer has a baby, I almost got trampled to death by a deer when I was 12 years old.
Bring it. Bring it.
You don't realize how big they are when they're up close.
Oh, I do. Art, I don't think you realize I've hunted my whole life. I'll bring that bitch down. I will get her in a headlock so quickly and flip her over.
If you're not
It's
gonna take me to October 14th/15th, can we go hunting together?
The
November
wild
15th?
animals. You have to be careful.
Sure.
Okay.
You have a gun?
Yeah, I've got a 30-30 at home.
No, they'll kick your ass. I mean, they'll kick you.
They do. Terry, I don't know if you guys know this about me. I enjoy gardening. I really do.
Okay.
And the thing that I've grown the last few years, I was so proud of. My buddies were making fun of me. I grew a pretty big pumpkin patch the last couple of years.
Oh, okay.
I think last year it was 31 pumpkins, various sizes.
That's a pumpkin
There was
patch.
There was one that was huge. Like I don't know what I did right, but there was just one that turned out huge. And so when you said that, the reason why I gave you the look, they've absolutely decimated my pumpkin patch. You know how they bloom? And they're like, first it starts as like a little flower bulb, right? And then it turns into a little bulb. Well, the deer eat those. And I'm not sure I'm going to have any pumpkins this year. They've absolutely decimated. So deer are not my friend right now.
Well, I don't have a pumpkin patch, but for Halloween, we put out 3 or 4 pumpkins, and after 2 or 3 weeks, there's a hole in the pumpkins because the deer are eating them, then the squirrels get in them, then the chipmunks, and all of a sudden we have these we have these pumpkins that look like walkers. I mean, they're just all messed up and everything. But, young Art,
yes, sir.
Actually, you had a good story that I thought could be a topic today.
Oh, God. Are you talking about the brother comment?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
At the shoe store.
Yeah, so I went to the shoe store the other day, And I walked in, and the customer service was great. It was Burn Rubber and Royal Oak. I have no problem admitting it because they're a great Michigan brand. And I was walking out, and the customer service rep that helped me was African American. And so he said, "Have a good day." And I said, "Same to you, brother." And he gave me a look like as if I shouldn't have called him brother. So I got in today, and I asked Terry, was it disrespectful of me to say brother? And Terry had asked, was he African American? And I said yes. And I just felt weird. I was saying it out of like, I call another man brother. Like, that's what I do. Skin color is not relevant to me.
Terry, is that banned?
For some people it is. For me, it's not. First of all, I think the reason he looked at you funny is because he's probably believes the only reason you called him brothers because he's black, not the fact that you just call everybody brothers. So I don't think he was offended. He was looking at you like, okay, is this white dude just trying to be cool? Or?
He did look like shocked almost, and I wasn't like, have a good day, brother. Like, I didn't do that. I just said,
yeah, don't do this.
Yeah, I didn't do like any of that. What do you want, brother? What do you want, brother? What do you want? Anyway, so I said brother, and I didn't say it like Hulk Hogan, like, what's up, brother? What's up, brother?
Nah, it really would have messed up if you said, all right, brother.
Yeah.
Then I would be like, okay, motherfucker,
but
there's something wrong with you.
Because it made me uncomfortable by thinking that he would think that it was anything to do with race. It was just, I say to Adam, I say baby to Adam.
We must learn. We are all brothers, whether we want to be or not.
Now, is it weird that I say to Adam, Adam checked in with me yesterday, he said, how are you, my baby? And I said, I'm good, my baby. Like, is that, I want to make sure it's 2021,
I used to drop bro a lot. I used to, what's up, bro? I used to do that a lot. And thankfully I stopped. Because it was annoying. I was catching it.
Right, yeah.
What's up, bro? Huh? It's cheesy. So, would you recommend just not using it just in case you do find that person that... Well, then again, everybody, is looking for things to be offended. But would you recommend not saying, hey, thanks, brother, to a guy?
Probably you shouldn't.
Okay.
But I think it should be allowed. But, somebody's always going to be pissed about things. And the reason that if that guy had known Art, known what he's all about, then he would have been cool with it. The thing, this is a stranger, some strange white dude calling him brother, and he's probably said, okay, the only reason he called me brother was because I'm black.
Yeah,
and he's probably like,
I didn't come in like Malibu's Most Wanted. I wasn't like, I wasn't like Jamie Kennedy.
The guy doesn't know you.
Right. So for now on, I will say, hello, kind sir. Thank you.
Right.
And you have a shiny, happy people disposition too. I think a lot of times, you do have a shiny, happy people when you're not complaining. Yeah. But you do.
When is he not complaining?
Right. It's kind of true. Yeah. Now that I think about it,
I'm complaining right now because someone's trying to turn this place into a fucking sauna. If someone closes this damn door one more time, I don't care if it's Atomic Dog. I'm ripping his head off. Don't close the door. You want me to be in a bad mood? I'll turn the air off for everybody.
You wouldn't dare.
24 hours.
Do you want to hear Art go off again?
Yes.
All right. Art, listen to me. ESPN came up with a ranking. They asked all their little football experts to rank what the NFL teams are going to be from 1 to 32 in the next 3 years. Number 1 was the Kansas City Chiefs.
Never heard of them.
Do you know where the Lions rank?
Can we talk about it after break?
We can.
Okay.
Can I tell you about the Public Adjusters of Michigan?
Yes,
please
you can.
do.
Our friends at PAM, the Public Adjusters of Michigan, are giving you the chance to win a twosome in the 3rd annual Darren McCarty charity golf outing on August 6th at the Links of Novi. The event is totally sold out, so the only way that you can get in is to win. Now, to enter for your chance, go to woodwardsports.com and look for the PAM logo to register. PAM represents the insured for property insurance claims, homeowners and commercial property, fire, wind, and smoke. They get you the money. They do all the work. Why wouldn't you have them do it? Call PAM first, all one word.com. And be sure to go to woodwardsports.com and register for a chance to win a twosome in the Darren McCarty charity golf outing. He puts on a great show. ESPN, I guess they're haters too, put out their ranking of where the Lions are in the National Football League. We will get into it next. Terry Foster, Sean Baligian. This is Woodward Sports.
Tony is a third-generation logger that has a simple, practical approach to life and work. That's why his Coast DX342 knife is perfect for him. The stainless steel blade is rust-resistant and made for all-weather use. And the double roll-lock safety ensures that it will never inadvertently close when he doesn't want it to. That's why Coast is trusted tough.
Hi, welcome back. So glad you can join us here. Yeah, I've already had enough of you, mister.
I've had enough of you.
Here I'm in the middle again of this bullshit with you two, man. This is amazing.
Hang on, we do have a comment. Turn off the AC. It's too damn loud. I can't hear it. Okay, I got it. Do you want me to do it?
Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you. It's warm in here again today. We had gone through a kind of period, Terry, where it was okay, and now it's a little warm in here today.
Well, it's getting in the 70s and 80s outside. And it's not raining for once.
Jeez, Pete. Mosquitoes are as big as birds out there.
And then we got new mosquitoes. The tiger mosquitoes are here. I mean, and they're like this, man. They're big ass, and they got
Pete.
jackhammer. They don't have stingers. They have jackhammers they're putting in.
Yes, Fish.
It is 74 in here.
You know what? It's going to be 112 in a second.
So Terry, what did you think? What did you think of this list of the NFL rankings?
I think what the list is just another sign that people don't respect the Detroit Lions organization. I think it's a bullshit organization. They're bad today. They'll be bad tomorrow. They'll be bad forever. So what they did, they had the ESPN experts list the teams from 1 to 32 where they're going to be in the next 3 years. The Lions were number 31.
I just don't get it. I don't understand why we can't just... I've got enough negativity to deal with, okay? I've got AstroTurf burns on my knees that I don't want to talk about. I've got one of my best friends leaving. Can we talk about something positive about the Lions, okay?
This is positive!
31st!
No, listen to me, Art.
They're not last.
No, Terry, this is the part that you and I bang our head against the wall. Art, I'm really okay with it next year and maybe even the year after because they're building and they have extra picks and they want to do it the right way. Can we check back in 3 years to see when the Lions actually are going in the right direction and all that, which I firmly believe sitting here today they are going to do. I really, truly, really, no BS. I'm not going to blow smoke up your behind. Terry, why people can't see that this is kind of by design, I'm mystified. I got to be honest with you.
Well, because people want rebuilds to be quicker than they actually are.
No question.
The 5 year, when I was a young whippersnapper, we used to have the 5-year plan. That's done. Then it became the 3-year plan, and then it's like, okay, you have one bad season, maybe, and then you'll be great the next season. That's what people think, but that's not the case. And I'm all for that if the Lions were the 31st best team, because now you're getting draft picks. And do you believe in Brad Holmes?
I do. I believe in the whole. I believe in Campbell and Deuce and Anthony Lynn and all of them. What I'm saying is this, though, okay? 275 people heart reacted my Twitter tweet, okay, about the Lions going 10-7. That's 275 people that are on the bandwagon. And sometimes all that you need...
Baby boy, let me tell you something. All 275 people don't believe. They're delusional. They feel if they say it, it will happen.
Let me ask you something. Who made it to the Super Bowl, guys? Our new quarterback, Jared Goff, baby! You could rip his thumb off. You could rip it off, literally. Have a lion eat it, and he would come in the fourth quarter and do what Matthew Stafford couldn't. The fourth quarter Lions are no longer a thing. Stafford's going to throw for 12 yards.
And what's happened the
I could
last 2
correct
years
that,
with
but
your
I'm not.
quarterback?
What's that?
The head coach of another organization gave up on him.
I know.
He became a turnover machine.
Do you know how hot it is
He
in
had
LA?
talent. He had talent. Now he doesn't have the talent that helped him get to the Super Bowl.
And I get that, but Terry, it is hot in LA. Sometimes the heat, it gets in your pores and your skin. It blinds you. You get him a visor, okay, a visor, and
it's
you
not
get him
that
some.
hot in LA. It's just polluted.
Well, with that attitude,
Yes, Kennedy. Kennedy's even raising her hand. I got to give Joy credit. He's trained everybody around here.
Joy,
Oh, I get too scared, you know?
Everybody raises their hand now. It's amazing.
we don't talk about him on Mondays. Go, Kennedy.
Oh, damn.
Well,
Go
I
ahead.
was just going to go off of one of your very thought-through, awesome, amazing Lions takes, Art.
Thank you.
About the fourth quarter Lions. I feel the Lions are actually normally a second half team, and then they can't catch up. So I don't know what your fourth quarter mumbo jumbo is about, Art.
How many leads have they had in the fourth quarter? Not many. They're usually behind in the fourth quarter. And then Matthew Stafford.
That's what I'm saying. They are he's not blowing it in the fourth quarter. He's not. They weren't playing
Get off the Lions 10 wins train right now. You're
They
kicked off.
weren't playing well enough in the first half
Kicked
to
off.
win a game.
That's one thing that Stafford actually did do well, and some
Yeah,
people
that's-
would say that
Thank you.
it was to overcompensate for the mistakes that he made earlier in the game. But I mean, I think his fourth quarter comebacks are well known.
He delivered five times last
think
year.
The last time-
Not just for. I think his 2-minute drill is masterful. But part of that is the defense is in a prevent, and Stafford knew how to take advantage of that. What he needed to learn in a Lions uniform is how to take advantage of that defense when they're playing regular D.
You mentioned 31st overall, but their offensive line is ranked 29th.
Woo!
Yeah, get a bite of those kneecaps.
I love their offensive line. And you know what? I'm serious. I really love it now. And I think what it looks like a year from now or 2 years from now, if Penei Sewell develops the way that we think he's going to develop, and Jonah Jackson becomes, the answer at his position, this could be a damn good. I'm sorry, I sound like a broken
In
record.
2
I've been saying it
years,
for
they
weeks.
will be a top 5 offensive line.
I feel the same way, Terry.
Ooh.
I've been saying it for weeks.
I like that. No,
I felt that way for weeks. But Art, here's the difference. It's not going to happen overnight.
I know, because the season doesn't start until later in the year, in the fall.
Hey.
Duh. Why would it start overnight? It doesn't start the exhibition games. I mean, those are months away.
Wow, months,
Children,
no
I'm
ass.
telling you, man. Rough having children.
Art, the last time the Lions made the playoffs, if you remember, they went 9-7. They lost their last 4 games, not the 3 in the regular season and then in the playoffs. But that year was synonymous with them having crazy comebacks, to Kennedy's point, because they came out of the gate those last 2 years under Jim Caldwell so slowly and got themselves in holes. And Terry, the big talking point was, okay, is it something that the coaching staff is doing? Because to consistently come out of the chute as slow as they did, that was all one was left to do, is to ascertain, okay, it's got to be how they're being coached or something. But that season, if you go back and look at their games, that season was synonymous with them having these crazy comebacks in the fourth quarter. It was a weird year. It was a weird year like that. And so a lot of people thought the next year that water was going to find its level and they weren't going to have as many comebacks. And although they did match their 9-win total that particular season in 2017, it wasn't good enough to either retain Jim Caldwell or get into the playoffs.
It's 9-7, as we all know, is not good enough around here,
But
right?
here's the thing. Our offensive line is big this year. I think it's higher than 29th as ESPN has ranked it. What are your guys' thoughts?
Okay, ESPN is in regards to the offensive line, they do not know what they're talking about. I'm telling you, the next 2 years is going to be a top 5 offensive line. At the worst, it'll be a top 10. So if they're saying it's 29th this year, they don't know what they're doing.
We had a conversation a couple weeks ago about this, and I think it'll be a top 10 line this year, and then I'm looking for even more by the time the season ends, and then I'm looking for even more because, again, guys, rookies are going to make rookie mistakes. They're going to be better in year 2 and better in year 3. So With a couple of young pieces around there, you got a great anchor, arguably the best center in the game. They're going to be okay. And they're building the right way. They are. They're building the right way.
I'll tell you this.
They just don't have a receiving core.
Ragnow and I are boys. I'm going to call him and let him know what you're saying.
All right.
He's not going to be happy.
Go ahead and tell him that I said he's the best center in the game.
No, I'm going to tell him that the 10-7 club ends right here because you guys don't believe.
We don't.
No, I don't believe
right
in the 10-7
now,
club.
But we do.
Not now.
For down the road. That's the part he doesn't get.
No.
You got to start believing in the Lions.
That's right, Fish.
Not this year.
Welcome back, baby.
Not this year. I believe in the direction they're going, but not. They don't have a linebacking core. They don't have safeties. They don't have wide receivers.
Okay, let me say something. Choo choo. The train's coming through. Are either of you getting on? This is your last chance.
No.
No?
No.
All right, let me ask around the room.
Keep going down the road.
Okay, Fish, you gonna jump on the 10-7 train?
No, I'm going to jump on Super Bowl.
Okay, yeah, baby. I love it. I love it.
Football's coming where it belongs, Detroit.
Woo!
But when you got windburn, did that affect your brain?
I'm sure it did. I'm sure it did.
Yeah, Fish, what happened to you? You were kind of like you were a voice of reason around here, and I'm worried that wind did affect your brain.
You know, it very well could have. I don't know. I'm just pissed at it. It almost was worse than sunburn.
This gust of hot air over here.
Hey, Fish, let me get a lion roar real quick, buddy. Oh, okay. We've got to work on that.
What did you expect?
We've got to work on that. No, that sounds like an angry chihuahua.
Kennedy, are you getting on board?
Watch your words.
God, I hate being put in this spot. But no, realistically, no. On Twitter, though, yes, because it's really fun to be on board.
Wow.
The people are great.
Okay, just for some clout. When you get on the wow.
Well, I will never be able to do that snarl
you won't.
thing.
You won't.
Let me warn you, sister. The friendly faces on Twitter will turn on you if whether you say the Lions are going to be good or bad. It doesn't matter.
You better get
Yeah, they're going to come after you.
Just prepare yourself. Just prepare yourself.
Twitter is not the real world.
I'm excited to see development this season. That's what's going to make me tune in.
Develop these nuts. We're going 10-7.
Art.
I'm sick of all this Lions hate.
It's not hate.
It's hate.
Would you stop it?
It's hate.
There's no hate here.
4 words. Hurt people. Hurt people.
Speaking of,
No one's hurt.
You can't. You're not allowed to say how you feel about a team without it being hate.
Yep.
Speaking of football,
that's small town mentality. That's worm boy mentality. You need to get off that.
Worm boy.
Okay? Be a man for once.
Oh, I am a man, and my Lions are coming with me. Penny Sewell, I got his phone number too. Maybe I'll call him and he'll tow your car with his bare hands. Or his lion hands, I should say. Fuck the Bears.
hey.
All right. I'll get on that train. Let's go. Terry, when you were younger, this is their generation doesn't get. I hated the Bears. That was a team for me, and that never went away. That was.
Oh, you know what? I not only hated them, I feared them. Dick Butkus, going way back then, feared him. I thought not only was he kicking the Lions' ass, he's going to come up into the stands and through my TV and kick my ass too.
Yep. And for me, that 85 Bear team, it was so strange because I simultaneously wanted to be them more than anything. Like the Lions to walk around with that swagger. The circus is coming to town and somebody's going to get hurt. I mean, that was the Chicago Bears. It really was. And I watched that from afar, and it was envy. But boy, did I grow a hatred for the Bears, and it hasn't gone away.
When I
hate
was
the
a
Bears.
kid, the team though in the division I really hated, Minnesota Vikings.
Really?
Because they beat the Lions 17 times in a row. Every time they played Minnesota, I mean, they just get their asses kicked. Well, not necessarily on the scoreboard, but on the field, your boys in Honolulu Blue just got their asses whooped by the Minnesota Vikings. They just manhandle them.
Hey, listen, if you lose to a team that dresses in purple, you should lose. We're Honolulu Blue all the way through. Lions 10-7. Who the hell are you? That's right.
Right here, baby. And they split with Tampa every year. Yeah, you just set your watch to it. Tampa could be atrocious. They split with Tampa every gosh damn year growing up. And Tampa had some really bad teams. But somehow, some way, they'd go down to Florida and they'd lose down there. Little creamsicle uniforms. And you'd be sitting there going, how the hell did they lose to this shit show? But they did. I mean, it was... Yes, Fish.
Speaking of shit show, what do we think of the Bears?
I fucking hate the Bears.
Yeah, shit. What do we think of shit? The Bears.
I hate the Bears.
But you know what? You're supposed to hate Chicago sports teams in general. The Bears you hate. The Bulls is a team that you should hate if you're from Detroit. The Blackhawks, the Wings and the Blackhawks used to thump. So, yeah, you're supposed to hate Chicago.
It's really weird, though, because for the Tigers, I never saw that translate. I never, like the White Sox Tiger thing. For a while, when I was younger, it was the Jays, if you remember. That, they were in the same division. They were in the AL East at the time. And then I think it was the Tribe for a while. But to me, Terry... Sorry to get off on a tangent. The Tigers are kind of the team that they're devoid of a real rival unless you count Al Avila. And I mean, they are. They're just kind of devoid of a real rival.
Yeah, nobody hates the Tigers. And the Tigers really, do they hate anybody?
No.
Now, yeah, I think the Blue Jays back in the day, there was a little something going on there. But in Chicago, White Sox, it's the White Sox.
Yeah.
Never really got into that. And you don't play the Cubs. You didn't play the Cubs back in the day. You just started playing them recently. So there's nothing bubbling there.
My son told me that the White Sox are really grabbing the headlines for the first time since he's been in Chicago. He said it's because the Cubs are kind of in that mode right now. Do we sell? And the White Sox are running away with the division. How good are they? I don't know because they play in a crappy division. But he said, like, for the first time since he's been there for 4 years, he said the White Sox are really grabbing the headlines in Chicago.
Well, good for them.
Yeah, no doubt.
But, a lot of that has to do with nostalgia and the hope that the Cubs become the team nationwide in Chicago. People love the Cubbies.
Yeah.
Even the Cubbies, the little name, the Cubbies is cute. White Sox is just, they're nothing in Chicago for the most part.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that stadium, though. I know everybody talks about Wrigley and, angelic hosts deliver you beer and all that. I like going to the South Side. I always have. I mean, you know where to go and where not to go. Get off the subway and walk into the park, but I've always enjoyed it. Hey, start a new career in an industry that is always essential, the heating and cooling industry. Learn more today by visiting northwesterntech.edu. And I want to thank them for the great job that they've done with our air conditioning that is on right now and will remain on.
Not if Art Western Tech has anything to do with it.
Thank you.
I'm turning it off.
All right, NBA Finals. Everybody, including this guy, I can't say everybody, but most people, including me, had the Milwaukee Bucks dead and buried. They are one win away from their second championship in their first in 50 years. We'll get into it next right here on Woodward Sports.
Welcome to the Call Sam Chopper Shop, where you can win a custom-built chopper while helping our veterans at the same time.
Watch as the Bad Pig Custom team turns this bike into a one-of-a-kind classic chopper.
And when it's finished, we'll be donating the bike to Volunteers of America Michigan to raffle off in support of our vets.
A great cause to give back to those who've given so much.
Watch for Call Sam Chopper Shop episodes on our social media channels and get your raffle ticket today at callsam.com/chopper shop.
Does it ever end?
It won't end.
Like, why are you being mean to me?
You gotta give us something.
Terry, you're doing great. Sean, I need more from you.
He's hurt.
That's what he says during the break.
I know. He's hurt, though, because you're leaving him.
Yeah.
That's why.
I can't be a robot
And
anymore.
He wants
I
to
can't.
jab you any way he can.
Hey, you got about 25-ish hours to figure out your speech for tomorrow.
Oh, God.
Just so you
Yeah,
know.
I figured out in 2 minutes. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
No,
off.
say it. Wow. Okay, that's pretty mean.
There, I'm done. There's my speech.
Can you
love
say it
cutting
again a
him
little
off the
slower
road.
this time?
Once a week.
All the 7 months meant nothing to you. That's what you get. Just fuck off. Yeah, that's-
You know I can believe
All
that.
right,
There's
here we
like
go.
5
We're
or
back
6
on.
people I worry about blowing this place up.
Hello.
Who
Shout out to
work
Kenny
here.
Broadwell for the audio work she did last week. She did a
Okay,
phenomenal
make sure
job.
they know that one wasn't me though.
Yeah, let's check in on our camera. This
God, is it off again?
No, it's like as if the audience had 15 drinks. What are we doing? And this isn't my
It's
fault with the
fixed.
audio.
It needs a second to find my face.
This network
Shut
is
up,
going
Art.
to this network's going to continue to grow and it's going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. I wish
Even
I could
without here?
even with Art here.
Okay.
I wish I could stay and enjoy the ride. Seriously, and I'm going to be watching, and everybody should continue to watch. And it's not about me or anybody else. It's about Woodward Sports.
You
That's
ever have someone walk out of your life and just leave? I had that happen to me when I was 2, and now it's happening 30-something years later all over again. I'm going to call you Mama Sean. Just walk out on me.
If he called you,
Thank
would you pick up the phone?
100%.
Okay,
I
great.
hope Art and Terry come over my house and have some ribs.
What if I'm crying? What if I just call you and I,
I don't
just
want
start
you over
screaming?
my house if you're crying. I'm going to be honest with you. But I want Terry to make a rack, and I'll make a rack, and we'll sit back and we'll pretend we're train engineers and yell choo-choo and things like that.
That's right.
Is that cool, Art?
Sounds good.
I mean, whatever makes you happy. You know, I'll come over and be your little gesture like I am on the show. And then after 2 hours, you could say, 2 hours is the average for Art. And just kick me out.
Press the button and kick him out of your house.
Now, when you were over my house, you stayed for a while. Let's be honest.
I did.
You did. You stayed for a while.
Yeah.
And when you left, I said, Art, you want to hang around? And you were the one that said no.
No, well, because
I remember it.
That's new
you know who remembers it
information.
most of all is Rocket. Rocket
Don't
remembers it.
you
No, I'm just
dare.
telling you. Rocket's like, is Art going to leave early again?
I've been at your house once, so how could I leave early again? Oh, you're saying if I show up?
Yes.
Listen, the diapers just get fuller and fuller. My
Ew.
wife loses all hand function. She walks around like this and says, my hands don't work. So then I have to come home, change the diapers, and then I'm free to go.
I'm serious. I've been talking about it with Terry for months, and let's figure out a day, Terry. I'd love to have you over as well, and I would invite Kennedy, but she doesn't eat ribs, and
I'll make you some tofu.
I would invite Fish, but he doesn't eat anything but chicken tenders.
He eats
No,
paper.
hot
yummy.
dogs, right?
No, it's paper with ketchup. That's what he eats every day.
By the way, they were good hot dogs at Pell each. If
I'll
any of
grill
you want
hot.
some
Do
hot
you like
dogs.
them grilled?
Yeah, I like them anyway.
I only eat mine
Grilled's fine.
grilled.
Ew, people that boil
I have had
hot
some
dogs.
pretty good boiled hot dogs, though.
Yeah,
boiled hot
boiled hot
dogs,
dogs.
underrated. Underrated.
That's
What, broiled?
disgusting.
Yes, underrated.
Oh,
What the hell is wrong
Are you
with
talking broiled or boiled?
boiled.
I don't know the difference.
In a pot,
boil.
like in a pot of water.
What's the other one if an art? Boil. What's the?
Broiled.
You got like a broiler, like in your oven, like on the rollers at Comerica Park. You see them on the back on Comerica Park.
Yeah,
They got 'em
Sean's
on
got
that
15 of them at his house.
I do have a broiler. Okay, there. You happy?
Oh, got it.
Oh,
You know
I think
what?
We're
Your
calling
wish is
Snooty
my
Sean.
your wish is my command. I'm getting fired. Goodbye.
Snooty Sean, tell us
Hope
about
you're
your
happy.
broilers. People are waiting.
I gotta have grill marks on my hot dogs.
I'm the same.
Well, I'm not eating them.
I love them.
There's certain ones at the ballpark where the guy yells hot dogs. He's got it right
And-
next to you, and he sticks it out of the box and hands it. I think it's boiled, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah,
they're
when
really
At
good.
Tiger Stadium, I never got the hot dogs from the guys that were carrying them in the boxes.
Not
They're
at the
all
vendor.
boiled, and they just had that little popsicle
Yeah, and
stick,
I-
and they just slapped a little mustard on there.
And
That's not me.
I think they're pretty good. I do like grilled, but you
you get more flavor in grilled.
I like mine burnt.
I would agree with that.
My dad says if they ain't burnt, they ain't turnt. So
They,
that's what we rock with
they
at the
have
Broadwell
at
House.
Comerica Park, and more on the Tigers in a second. But they have those little kiosks where they do like the Italian sausages and like the brats, and that's like on a grill. And then when you go up to the concession stand, I'm with you, Terry. They have them on the broiler where they broil it, and sometimes it gets marked up. Terry, gosh, it's so I will not buy from the vendor. Like if my kid wants a hot dog in the 4th inning, and unfortunately right now they don't have vendors walking around, but if my kid wants a dog, Dad, can you get me a dog? I'll get one for him from the vendor if that's what he wants.
Sure.
But me, I get my lazy butt up and walk back upstairs, and I wait in
Now,
line
do
for
you
it.
do the grilled peppers and onions?
You know what? I like the peppers and onions, but I don't like a lot of it. I like a little bit. Some people, you want it. I want I want the meat to be the
Right.
star.
And too much pepper and onion doesn't go with mustard for some reason.
No, it goes all over my shirt. Is what it goes.
It does. It does do that.
Jeez, oh Pete, stinking slob. All right, so the NBA Finals. How stunned are you? The Bucs came back. You stunned?
I wouldn't call it stunned, but surprised. Going into this, I thought Phoenix was the better team, but now you're starting to see some flaws in that team, and the Bucs are doing what a lot of winning teams are doing. They're sharing the ball more now.
Yep.
Playing better defense, and they've decided to become a team.
The NBA is so strange now, and Terry, you followed the NBA as close as anybody that I know. At what point in time did it become a series of swings? Because there was a time back in our day, like if a team went up 69-41, well, you knew how that game was going to end.
Right.
It means nothing today. These wild swings happen left and right in the league, and it's funny for people from my generation. You're so used to saying, well, this game's over. You can't turn off the television in the NBA anymore.
No, you can't. But you had teams back then who knew how to close out teams. If I'm the better team and I'm up 15, you're dead.
Yeah.
Now these guys don't know how to close out games. They're still taking silly ass shots when you're up 15, and then you start bricking them, and then the other team is like, okay, they're not serious about winning this, so we're gonna come back. So it's pretty crazy. And the other thing that's happening when you get an expert who's going to tell you what's going to happen in this game, the exact opposite happens. We don't know what's going to happen game to game.
Truth. That's what this series is. It's so funny. That's why the tendency is to, you always have to make the big overstatement in this business, or fans have to do it. And go, well, if Phoenix finds a way to win, they're going to take it in 7. Really? Based on what? That's the way this series has been, because, the first couple games kind of went the way I thought it would go. I've been saying for weeks here, I thought Phoenix was going to win the title, and I was like, Phoenix in 5. I'll give Milwaukee 1. Milwaukee's a better team right now. Make no mistake about that. The Bucs are the better team right now. And it's fascinating. It's been a good watch. I don't care what anybody says, because there's always this snobbery amongst fans. I don't like this league, or I don't like that league. Man, when it's a championship series, if you don't watch, you're losing out. It's just that simple. It's the NBA freaking finals, man.
It's fun, and I'm glad the fans are back. It's a lot different this year having the fans in the arena, outside the arena. It adds to the ambiance, and the swings happen a lot because of the crowd and the ebb and flow of the game and the enthusiasm. I don't know if you saw it that much when they were in the bubble.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that.
If I was kicking your ass, you just got your ass kicked.
Yeah. By the way, Jenna said it has to have the wiener snap. I do love natural casing dogs.
Oh, yeah.
I honest to goodness, I think it's a Detroit thing, because I have friends from out of town that just like, you and those Coney dogs. I just don't like that snap. It's unnatural. And I'm like, bite your tongue.
Doesn't Nathan's in New York, which everything is supposed to be greater there, don't they have the snap?
I do think they have some natural casing dogs.
Right.
I don't know if that's the one that they use for their famous little Joey Chestnut
No,
thing,
I don't think they do that, because it has to be soft and everything. But the snap.
That doesn't gross you out? You're biting into a wiener and it's got that.
We found one. See, occasionally you find guys. Art, I never knew you didn't like the casing.
I hate the casing, and I hate sausage casings too, because it's like super thick, and it's like, it's disgusting. Hot dogs are weird to begin with. Like, they use like human remains, rat remains, horse remains.
Yeah, don't tell us that.
Not in the state of Michigan. We have the highest hot dog standards in the nation. For instance, you can't use ground up bone in hot dogs sold in Michigan, but you can in other states.
Yeah, but let's fix the potholes with the shitty hot dogs here. Like, I'm not trying to be rude, but like, hot dogs here, I'm not a big fan. I just put all the hot dogs in the potholes, cover them up with the casings, and we'll be good forever.
Why don't you like them here?
I've never had a hot dog here. I'm not being a jerk or anything, and I hope I'm not like screwing up a future endorsement. I've never had a hot dog that I was like, that's a good hot dog. Like, hot dog is like bottom of the barrel meat. How can anyone enjoy a hot dog?
Oh my gosh. Fish, are you hearing this?
I am hearing this.
You better jump off his train right now, young man.
Fish can't even handle the wind. You think he's going to handle a Michigan hot dog?
How dare
I thought you liked that bullshit hot dog up
He's
in
not
Flint.
wrong.
I will say, okay, I wanted to go to Capitol Coney, and they went to
Starlight.
Yeah, Starlight. It
No.
tasted like cat food. I could say that months later, and I'm hoping to get a revision, and we could go
Kogel's
to...
and Dearborn Sausage Company have the best hot dogs, in my opinion.
Yeah.
How can you bite into it, and it's like chewing a person's finger?
I love hot dogs.
You like the casing?
I love the casing more. When I don't know if I've mentioned this to you, my kids do not like the casing. So I really wonder aloud if they're my kids. So when we do Coney's at my house, I have to do like ballpark, and they want them grilled. And I tell them all the time, just so you know, this isn't a Coney. We can call it a chili dog if you want, but it's not a Coney. But that's the way that they want them. I grill the ballparks on the grill. I put them in the bun. I cover them with the chili and the mustard and the onions. And they go, well, this is a Coney. And I go, no, it's not a Coney. A Coney has the natural casing dog.
Jenna's right. Jenna said Art has never found a good wiener he's liked in his mouth. I'm not. You're absolutely right. Casing? Like, hey, we're going to put just a little bit of human skin on it for you to really enjoy it. Hot dogs are disgusting. I'm just saying.
Dawn said, I used to work for High Grades, the ballpark hot dog. They used to bring in different mixtures for the hot dogs, and we got to sample them. Oh. How do you not like a dog, a grilled dog? Like Kennedy said,
I hate mustard, too. Mustard, relish. I hate relish.
That's it. Well, relish can go to hell, but mustard?
Horse mustard, human mustard, whatever the hell it is. No, it's
What
disgusting.
about the brown mustard?
Honey mustard is only the thing, but it has to be like McDonald's honey
He's
mustard.
nuts. You know what I do? When we go to the wine country, everybody's buying wine. I bring home jars of mustard because what they do out there in California is they make up mustard and they pour their wine or sparkling wine inside their mustard and mix it up, and it's great.
Can you get drunk off of it?
I love the mustards with the little mustard seeds. Oh my gosh, so good.
It is.
My mama found this jalapeno mustard, and I don't know where she got it from, and she won't tell me because you know how moms are. She wants to be the one to bring it to me, right? But it's a jalapeno mustard that I'm telling you, oh my gosh.
Yuck.
Just a real good hit. Just a real good hit.
I'm sure it is, and I would enjoy it, except I'm a worm boy when it comes to spices. I can't handle it.
But I think you and I have had this conversation. It's a hit, but it's not the, oh, I gotta run and get milk.
You know how you don't like sides? I don't like sauces. I'd rather have my meat bone dry, and I'll like it that way. I don't like sauces.
I don't put any sauce on my ribs.
I know you don't, and they were good.
Nope.
If the rib is good, if the steak is good, you don't need the sauce.
No.
Steak sauce. Here's why they invented steak sauce. They invented for steak sauce for people who fuck up steak and can't cook it.
A1's not bad, though. We could all agree. A1's,
No, I'm not saying it's bad, but if it's a good steak,
yeah.
Do you know what I
Just
use
eat
the
the steak.
A1 with, though? I never use it with my steak. That goes maybe in my mix if I make potatoes or I have some kind of fry. I'll put it on my fries.
But those are sides.
But never on my steak. Never. Well,
So-
I don't
so
make
now you're a
sides.
liar.
I'll eat sides, but if you're coming over to my house expecting that I'm making sides for you,
Yeah.
you're going to be highly disappointed. I'm not making no damn
What if
sides.
I make sides and bring it over?
There we go,
Yeah,
Fish.
if you do something like that, that's fine. But I'm not making you no damn sides. Sides.
now can you handle steak with a little melted butter in it?
Yes.
Ooh.
That's great.
Sean,
Or
you know...
a little onion on it.
I'm sorry.
Blue cheese.
You know what makes me mad is the fact that Sean will come in here and he'll be like, I got stuff on the grill 8 hours from
Right
now. It's
now.
going to be ready.
I have it on
and
my-
I'm like, hey, Sean, can I come over? And he's like, I hate you. You're not my real son.
I can check to see what temperature it's at right now on my phone. That's the beautiful thing about it.
Must be nice.
No, but
220.
No, I have beef short ribs on right now, and it's about anytime between 7 and 8 hours.
Can I ask you something? Can I ask you for a favor?
Mm-hmm.
Can you maybe, it's your last day tomorrow, maybe bring a gift before you leave?
No.
Why?
You are just the worst. You're worse than Joik right now.
No, because you know what? I'm using my mom's logic. If I bring something to you, then you won't want to come over to my house.
Or it's double dipping because I get a free gift before you break my heart.
I don't believe you.
No Halloween. Oh, I'm going to a Tigers game on Tuesday and Wednesday. Oh, we'll probably eat meat in the parking lot and the restroom there. We'll probably eat with paws, too. Paws! Don't get your hands dirty, I'll mouth feed you. Baby bird. All things I've wanted. Just
This
unbelievable.
dude's like having a parrot.
He's an amazing human being.
He just, why are you squawks and squawks?
You are an amazing.
Then
Yes,
he bites
Fish,
you now and
you
then.
had your hand up.
Oh, I was going to say, Cleveland has Brown Stadium mustard.
Yum.
It's great. That's what I always liked about going to Cleveland games. Kennedy, I'm sure you went to Cleveland games being in
Yep.
Toledo. They have that giant, and I forget the name of the brand, but they have that brown mustard out.
Isn't it Red Pelican?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, you've been to like Cleveland a fair amount of times, Sean?
Many times.
Have you gone to Panini's?
No.
Oh,
Oh,
they
Panini's
put-
is great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Panini's, like, if anyone's ever in Cleveland, you have to go to Panini's. They make their sandwiches and they put coleslaw and French fries in the Oh, it's the best thing ever.
See, what's the name of the place in Pittsburgh? And they actually have a couple of them here.
Oh yeah. Now who stole from who? Was it Pittsburgh or was it Cleveland first?
I have no idea.
Because Pittsburgh has.
Yeah, and I can't remember the name.
Oh shoot!
And
What's the name?
everybody was like, when I took my son to a Pirates game, everybody's like, you got to go to this place. And it's like a mile away from the stadium. So we walked down there, mediocre at best. It was just mediocre. And it sounds like the same thing. They you got to get it with the fresh cut, house cut fries. And they put coleslaw in there. And it was like, the way people talked about it, I literally thought I was going to have an orgasm because everybody was going crazy. Like, I'm going to take one bite and go, oh my gosh. It was okay.
No, that's how I am at Panini's. I got well, it was before I was vegan, so don't come for me. But I'd get corned beef, and then the coleslaw and the fries.
Corned beef's gross, too.
Get out of
Get
here,
the hell
Art.
out of here. That's it. That is the last straw.
Let me
You're
ask
fired.
you.
That
You're
is the
fired.
last
Let me
straw.
clarify. What do they put on corned beef? What is it relish? Relish
What?
is disgusting.
No,
dude.
it's a type of meat,
Horseradish
you ding
with
dong.
corned beef.
Mustard.
Can
Mustard's gross too.
The only you know what, when prime rib and horseradish go hand in hand. For
Yeah,
me.
and it tastes like, you know what mustard tastes like? Cat piss. And don't ask me how I know.
You are. I'm getting so mad. I eat mustard with everything.
Mustard's disgusting. Oh, let me guess. Y'all are a big fan of mayonnaise too. Yuck.
Yeah, we grew up
Yeah.
as kids in semi-normal homes. You put mayonnaise on turkey and stuff like that.
Mayonnaise?
Listen to me.
What's wrong with
The
mayo?
day after Thanksgiving, okay? Like in recent years I've made this Cajun turkey. And I mean, it's just, I'm not joking, it melts in your mouth. But the day after Thanksgiving, there are two meals that I look forward to. There's the leftover meal, where I put every ingredient of leftover into a pan and pour gravy on top of it. That meal's unbelievable. And to Terry's point, it's usually by the time the late game's on, you go to the fridge, you rip off a bunch of turkey meat, you put it between two pieces of bread, you put that mayo on there and some pepper. That is one of the best sandwiches I'll have all year.
Can I come over for Thanksgiving?
Yeah. You can come over Thanksgiving.
Not
Yeah,
Adam,
but
though.
you have to eat mayo.
Thanksgiving night. You're not coming over for the dinner.
Why? What
You
is
can come
wrong
over
with
from
you?
leftovers.
You have made me not a part of your... I'm taking Rocket. Coming to your house
You
tonight.
just said you can come over for
Have him
leftovers.
come over at halftime of the last NFL game.
Yeah. Because that way, the tryptophan will kick, and I'll be out like a light, and you and Rocket can cuddle.
You just don't want me in your life.
You're not coming to Thanksgiving dinner.
Wow.
No.
Wow. Let me guess. Christmas is canceled too?
Christmas Eve. We do Christmas Eve at my house.
Because you have so many presents, it would take 24 hours to open them on Christmas. So you have to start on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, Sean's family does a Hallmark Christmas movie every year.
Yeah.
Do you see Fishy in the other room? Good job, Snooty Sean. All right, we'll high five as soon as we can.
Michael Bublé comes over and does a couple songs. And then Sean kicks him out and says, "Get the hell out of here."
Out, Bublé. All right, are we done? Funny time over. Can we talk about this Space Jams debacle?
Oh, God.
I've heard nothing but negative things about it. Now, I also have a confession to make when we get
That
back
you went
as
to
well.
see it?
Will I? Yes.
Oh, okay.
Not anytime soon.
Oh.
Terry Foster, Sean Baligian, Woodward Sports.
We are here, downtown Fenton, my favorite Bridge Street Exchange.
That's right. And you want to switch up your wardrobe this summer? It's this easy. You ready, Joey?
I'm ready.
All right, you ready? I like it. You want to do it again?
Yeah, let's do it again.
All right. Ooh, Brixton. Nice. One more time?
Yes.
Ooh, I like the hat on this one, too. You ready to do it one more time, Joey?
I'm getting tired. One last one.
All right, let's change it. Bro, where's your shirt? You need new clothes this summer. Bridge Street Exchange in Fenton. That's where you need to go. Thank you,
Terry,
guys.
by the way, he's in the Smokers Club, if you didn't know. Terry's in the Smokers Club. And when I say smoker, I'm talking about grill. Did you ever smoke a turkey?
Yes.
Did you like it?
I did. Yeah, I loved it.
Phenomenal.
Did it couple Thanksgivings because they always stick in the oven. I said I want to smoke a turkey this year. Family was against it until they ate it.
Yep.
And they're like, oh man, this is good.
Yep. Same thing. My family, I did it last summer, and so for Thanksgiving, we hosted Thanksgiving last year, and Christmas Eve. That's the big thing in my family. They were like, Dad, put it in the smoker. And it was our boy, Chef Dave, kind of taught me how to do it in the smoker, and it was like, I can't explain it. The meat was just, it was unbelievable.
It was really tender. Now, I'll admit, when I pulled that sucker off, I was scared because I said, this turkey's too brown. Mm-hmm. I messed it up as dry. But it was moist, delicious, and it was just more brown than when you roasted it. But that's okay, I guess. That's what we found out.
So I have heard nothing good about
Space Jams.
Space Jams. I've heard. I even read a review the other day that somehow, some way, they turned it into LeBron James still chasing Michael Jordan's ghost. Like literally, a movie review somehow made it about LeBron James chasing his ghost.
But isn't that true? Michael Jordan did it, and now LeBron James does it.
This is one of the reviews.
Michael Jordan's considered the best. Now LeBron James is chasing that title. Isn't this him chasing his jock again?
Here's one of the reviews that says the idea of relaunching the beloved Space Jam with Michael Jordan's modern-day equivalent was a slam dunk, but the execution is messier than a first grader's March Madness bracket. I mean, I've heard nothing good.
Nothing good about it. Anybody out there see it yet? Because I asked my kids, do you guys have any interest in that? And they both kind of give me the look like, huh? Like, no. And they're older, obviously, 21 and 16.
Why is it the #1 box office attraction?
Because
now?
there's nothing else on.
Well, you got Black Widow. It's kicking its ass. Well, not kicking its ass, but it's
but Black Widow was released last weekend.
It's only been out for 2 weeks.
Yeah. But I do agree with the whole, LeBron would, I don't know if he would admit it or not, that he is constantly living in Jordan's shadows, and it's driving him insane.
Mikey, now what's happening with the bad reviews, now LeBron James is talking shit.
I love it.
You saying my movie's trash? Look at the revenue. That's what he's doing.
Do either of you have any interest in seeing it?
I'll watch it eventually. Like the original Space Jam, when it came out, 96? I wasn't a father yet, so I went and saw it like everybody else because it was big. I mean, Space Jam was big, and we went one night and saw it, and I was like, yeah, okay. And then I saw it again with my kids as they were growing up, and they seemed to enjoy it. So I kind of looked at it differently in that regard. But I mean, I didn't think it was, anything special. I mean, it was.
I didn't either. It was hokey. It was a bad storyline. And Michael Jordan trying to be an actor, and he's not.
Not at all.
LeBron James trying to be an actor, he's not.
I don't like the money grab situation with it. So, Nike's released some new Air Forces and some new shoes, and all they did was stitch on a Bugs Bunny character. I hate that. I hate that. And LeBron is right. It's a money grab. But we've heard about Space Jam 2 for so long that you figured that they'd spend more time on getting LeBron to be a decent actor than to do terrible CGI. I mean, it was literally CGI fest throughout the whole movie. I get it. It's a cartoon animated movie. But, yeah, nothing but bad reviews.
Well, it's interesting because I know so many people and snobby music people snobby movie people that feel the same way about Marvel. Okay, somewhere along the line they lost their way, and it's like, why are you putting out Black Widow now? It should have been 7-8 years ago. Why are they doing it now? Because they know a ton of people are going to go see it, right? I mean, that's really what it comes down to.
You can watch it at your home now.
Yeah.
Because if you have HBO Max or whatever
Space
it is.
Jam was a documentary.
That was the best line. It was actually a real life story about Michael Jordan and the Looney Tunes squad.
Mike, I got to give TikTok credit. Mike goes, we acted like this movie was supposed to be Godfather 4.
At least let it be Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
You know, Tom and Jerry.
The only person that I saw give it a decent review was our best friend Ezel, aka Easy. He said he'd give it like a 7 and that he enjoyed it.
Yeah, but you know, Ezel kisses LeBron James's ass no matter what.
LeBron. LeBron didn't make it to the finals because he just didn't want to.
No, LeBron James cracked the biggest fart I've ever heard, and it didn't smell bad. There's people like that.
He's not a bitch, he just makes great points constantly.
Wait, that imitation sounds vaguely familiar.
You're just jealous.
I don't know where I heard that imitation before. Now, is that something you guys have an interest in, seeing this new Space Jams?
I do not, but...
You're not going to watch it at home either?
No. You know what? I'm saying no. I probably will. It'll probably be on, and I'll watch a little bit of it, and just enough to critique it. But I have no interest in sitting down and watching the whole 2 hours.
No way I go to the theater to see it. I mean, like, I missed movies, and I finally went and saw one, and now I'm begging my kids to go see other ones, and they're kind of being snobby right now. There's nothing good out there. And I was like, I just like going to the movies. We went and saw that Quiet Place 2.
Oh. That's what we did.
I enjoyed it a lot.
Yes.
I enjoyed it a lot.
Did you hear the rumors about Space Jam 3, that it's going to be Rasheed Wallace and Big Ben just beating the shit out of Looney Tunes for 3 hours? Now that I would watch.
Well, they better not put LeBron in there then, because they'll just let him have the paint like they did in that.
But if you do a Space Jam
series.
3, obviously it can't be LeBron, because first Michael Jordan, then LeBron. Who would be the star for Space Jams 3?
Yeah. Did Michael Jordan make a cameo in it? I was surprised they didn't make a cameo just to make a cameo.
Well, no, because LeBron would bitch the whole time. Oh, he got more camera time than me.
No, actually, LeBron would bitch about Michael Jordan. I can do this movie without Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
I'm LeBron James.
Who would be in Space Jam 3? I'd love to see Trae Young just doing threes on fucking Looney Tunes. Just Bugs Bunny, get the fuck out of here. But who would be in that?
It's got to be somebody with personality, somebody who is a superstar.
Steve said Giannis.
Ooh. They should bring back Shaq and make it a Kazam Space Jam doubleheader.
Shaq would actually be good.
The problem with Shaq, though, you can't understand him.
He's actually funny, though.
He's funny, but when you can understand him.
That is true.
Am I a bad guy for saying I put Shaq in the same category that I put The Rock? Enough. I've had enough. I've had enough. Enough. It was cool for a while. I get it. You got a personality, all that stuff, but just enough.
So you don't want to see Fast and the Furious number 67?
No.
Okay.
No interest. Steve said he watched it on HBO Max. That's how I'll watch it. I have a feeling, Terry, just one day I'll be sitting home and, you know what? I want to give it a chance.
How much do reviews play into what you guys decide to watch? Because I got to be honest with you, getting a 31% Rotten Tomatoes score, not that I live my life off of reviews, but I do take it into consideration. Do you guys at all, or is it just if I want to watch it, I'll watch it?
Doesn't mean nothing to me.
No.
Doesn't mean nothing to me.
One of my favorite movies, Harlem Nights, was trashed.
It's a good movie.
And I liked it.
It's a good movie. I say this all the time and people get mad at me. I like Godfather 3. Godfather 3 mistake is it wasn't Godfather 1 or Godfather 2. Godfather 3, it's a good movie. But it's not Godfather 1 and Godfather 2, and that's what people always get mad at that movie about.
It's too long.
I liked it.
I didn't even watch the first one, a 14-hour movie. Lord
That's
of
why
the
you're
Rings.
not coming over my house.
Lord of the Rings with mafia people.
That's why you're not coming over my house again. That's it. You didn't like Godfather?
I never watched it. When I see that it's like more than an hour and a
he's
half.
one of those guys. I don't like something. I never saw it, but I just don't like it.
I have no interest in watching. Oh, what did you do to my mother? Well, it's not. Okay, it's not a vampire. Okay. It wasn't made in Helsinki. Okay, but
Oh God.
just saying.
Speaking of Helsinki, the Olympic Games in 1952 was opened today in Helsinki, where the vampires started.
Bloodbath.
Terry, did you know we had an argument one day? He was adamant. He said he wanted to travel to Helsinki to go see vampires' castles. And I said, vampires don't come from Helsinki, Finland.
You're lying.
And he argued with me for like 10 minutes. And and I'm going, it's Romania, Transylvania. And he
Right.
argued like adamantly. So
read
that's
some
the
books.
reference to Finnish vampires.
Oh yeah, okay, Google. Thanks for proving Sean wrong once again. One of the best castles in Helsinki.
Chris said, what about Tombstone? That's a long movie. Have you seen Tombstone?
No, but I did watch Escape from Alcatraz. Wasn't Clint Eastwood in that one too?
Clint Eastwood wasn't in
Val
Tombstone.
Kilmer was in Tombstone, right?
He
The
was.
Batman guy.
Yeah, he was.
The terrible Batman guy.
I'm your Huckleberry.
I'm
Yeah.
a Huckleberry. Yeah, I don't watch.
Unforgiven is Clint Eastwood.
You know, Escape from New York is a bad movie that I really love.
Now, Escape from L.A. is a bad
Oh,
movie that I
that's-
never will watch
that's
again.
terrible.
As long as I live and breathe.
Why did they decide?
I
Money.
can't. And you know what the word? It was like 16 years later, and it was like, Snake is back. Do you remember? I still remember like Snake is back, and I was like, yeah. And then like I went and saw it. I was like, I can't believe I paid money for this shit. Oh, it was it.
Yeah, but you know what? Hollywood treats us like we're chumps.
Yeah.
If they do one thing and you like it, we'll do it again because you'll show up.
Yeah.
And then by the time the reviews come out and say this second movie sucks, they've already made $50 million or $75 million off of it. So they got you.
Space Jams was inevitable, whether it was LeBron James or not. I mean, that was a cash cow. That was tons of kids becoming fans of the NBA if they weren't already. I mean, Looney Tunes. It was an absolute. I mean, it was inevitable. Quite frankly, Terry, I'm surprised it took this long. I mean, you're talking 25 years.
Well, they had to work on LeBron's acting skills.
Sean, you've reached the level of age where you add S's or Z's to stuff that you don't need to. It's just Space Jam.
Well, the new one's called Space Jams, right?
No, I think it's just Space Jam.
A New Legacy.
Yeah.
Oh. I thought it was Space Jams. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
That's what everybody calls it.
I'm sort of surprised by Space Jam, the new one, because Looney Tunes was almost on its way out when I was a kid. And so I don't even know that like the kids would really relate to like the Bugs Bunny, Tweety Bird.
That's a really
Era.
good point. Yeah.
Because people are like, don't get mad, it's a kid's movie. Well, the people that grew up watching Looney Tunes are at least in their 20s.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't see those characters anywhere. That's
No,
a good
they
point.
should have added Blippi to the new Space Jam.
It should have been the Backyardigans in LeBron James. Like,
I've been waiting for Uniqua to hit the big screen for about
She
15
deserves
years
it.
now. If anybody deserves it, it's Uniqua. She wants a river back too.
Who?
Uniqua.
What the hell is a Uniqua?
Do you ever watch a Backyardigans?
Art, do you not have children?
No,
I never even heard of it.
Listen.
I had 2 children.
Really? Your kids weren't into the Backyardigans?
No.
Wow. Yeah, that was huge. That
And
was
they like some bad stuff. They like the Wiggles, the Big Blue Couch.
those damn
Do you guys know about the new phenomenon, Blippi? Do you know about Blippi? Blippi is a character that I think he served our country, and Blippi has an outfit in which he travels to places and learns about stuff, and the ladies like him. The ladies like him.
What Blimpy?
Blippi, how dare you?
Like the sub?
No.
The only thing I know is Blimpy the sub and Blimpy the burger.
No, Blippi. You guys need to know about Blippi.
There's a dude named Blippy.
Blippy?
Blimpy.
Blippi, Blippi. He says it.
Oh,
He
that's
spells it
something
out for
else.
you at the end. Here's Blippi. Okay.
Oh, jeez.
But
I don't know this
Blippi,
dude.
Blippi
And
is
if I saw him, I'd be more likely to punch him than talk to him.
I would probably hit him square in his ribs.
He served our country, I think.
Served it doing what?
There's also a video of him crapping on a toilet or something, and or crapping on someone that went viral. So Blippi took a little bit of a break.
Terry, do you remember back in the day, Blue's Clues? Were the kids ever into Blue's Clues?
I love Blue's Clues.
They love.
There was a video that came out. I think it was the original guy, Steve.
Yep.
Remember, some video came out. He was like high as a kite. It was actually kind of funny because it's like you're so used to going, "Hi, Blue, let's go get the mail today," and then here's the mail. It never fails. It makes me wanna wag my tail. When it comes, I wanna wear mail. And then all of a sudden, there's Steve going, "You stupid motherfuckers," and I'm going, "Whoa, Steve, I am in. I'm down with you."
And there was a controversy when Steve left.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
The new guy was horrible.
Joe, poor Joe, never had a chance. Never had a chance.
You can't replace the legend.
No. Hey, listen, do you want to get registered for the 25K for crypto? Do you, Slugger? Well, if you haven't been registered yet,
It's the last week.
it's really easy. Yeah, it's the last week. Just say Blippi.
Oh, God, no.
B-L-I-P-P-I.
I get
He's an American hero, allegedly. If you write Blippi on one of the social media, we will make sure to get you registered for the Kick for Crypto. The Kick, correct me if I'm wrong, it takes place this Friday.
This Friday, baby.
Yes, it does.
This Friday.
July the 23rd. So you still got a chance to get in.
Which is also the opening ceremony for the Olympics.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Fish.
That's right.
Olympics?
you're the best.
No happy. No Olympics.
I want the
What
Olympics.
the hell is wrong with you? It's the Olympics.
Okay, Jerry Seinfeld.
Get excited.
What's the deal with the Olympics?
If you write Blippi, B-L-I-P-P-I, not to be confused with Caillou, write Blippi, and we'll get you registered, okay? And then you'll have the opportunity to win $25K in Bitcoin or Doge?
Any crypto. Any crypto.
Dogecoin?
From my understanding, it's any crypto that you like.
All right. Excellent. Winner gets to choose. Oh, by the way, are we still going to have a Coast Portland knife as well?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good times had by all. So
Let me tell you, those knives are sharp.
I'll use it to cut my ribs later on tonight.
Must be nice.
Beef short ribs, some baby backs.
You're really saying that,
I
like,
got some
if
wings.
if I showed up tonight, like around 8:30,
I'd call the police. That was simple. There's some strange man on my porch, and he's really badgering my guests right now.
And he's yelling.
You've been serious about a lot of things on this show. In the 7 months, I've never seen your face so serious. I would call the police. All right, so I'll be over at
Why would
8:30.
you want to come over?
Because, man, I'm gonna miss ya. No one else has my
Here we
back
go.
around here like you do.
All right, so when we come back, Tiger Baseball,
Woo!
here they come.
Oh, yeah.
The second half Warriors. Al knows what he's doing, been pressing all the right buttons. We'll get into that next. Woodward Sports.
I'm looking to bring on another HVAC tech right now.
We're recruiting 5 to 10 techs a month.
We're looking to grow and expand. Every new tech we hire is from Northwestern Tech.
The hands-on training is fantastic.
They're always my first call.
We love hiring Northwestern Tech grads.
They come out trained and ready to work.
Our program is only 10 and a half months, and our next classes are starting soon. So why wait?
I'm looking to hire
Hire a graduate
of Northwestern Tech. Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
Go on. I'm listening.
Are you really a fan of the beef jerky dip?
I'm listening. Go on.
Okay, so here's my deal that I will make with you, okay? I know that you got the Kodiak, right? Which, that sound is the same as the lion. I'll work on it. But if I show up with some Jack Link's beef jerky dip, we could sit on the porch, talk about this country ain't what it used to be.
I liked your
know?
first deal better. If you brought a few tins,
okay,
and one of them happened to be the beef jerky, I might let you in for a few minutes.
No, you would say set it at the door and get the hell out of here. Can I see Rocket? No, he doesn't love you.
I like that he might have you arrested.
I think he
Come to
would.
his house.
Like, in all honesty, I have his address. He's given it to me. If I showed up, you would really call the...
You know, if you have him arrested, he'd never make bail. So you
No,
need
I
to start-
pick from the money tree as I'm getting dragged away.
Oh, don't worry about it, kids. Go to the 50 tree. Tons of leaves out there.
Fives of hundreds of
Kids,
monies.
gosh, are just no. But Art, don't come over.
Okay, I won't.
Seriously.
I'll be busy with Joik anyway. We got plans. No, he just wants me to pick him up from the airport. That's all. So, you know.
Tigers repay the favor. The Twins swept them going into the All-Star break, and the Tigers repaid the favor. And you have like a video to play or something, right?
I do.
I actually read the show prep. So, like, enjoy this 4-minute video, and Terry and I are going to take a break, okay?
All right, here we go.
Woodward Sports.
Play ball!
Ready? What is up, everyone? We're at Comerica Park for Summer Bash 2021, and we want to find out what are the best eats in the park. Welcome to Isaac Eats. We're at the Miller Lite Stuffed Sandwiches, and it is impossible to come to Comerica Park and not eat the Shawarma Nachos. Shawarmas are a huge, huge part of the culture, the area. I mean, you can't go to a Detroit or a Dearborn without getting some shawarma, and the shawarma nachos are just something just so different. So we're gonna have to eat this. It is a novelty item here, but it is also just so good, so appetizing. Let's do it. So we have one of Comerica Park's biggest novelty items, the shawarma nachos. Now, instead of chips, like regular tortilla chips, the Tigers have done just a little trick. They've done these pita chips, and it's like kind of just like toasted pita bread. They've topped it with tahini. They've topped it with hummus. You got some vegetables, which I am absolutely not a fan of, and they've thrown in a pickle. So let's give this a try. This is chicken shawarma, not beef shawarma, so it's got a very distinct flavor, distinct taste. Here we go. Let's try to all get it in one bite. Sloppy as hell, just the way I like it. For the first thing I've eaten for Isaac Eats, this is fantastic. I'm giving this a 7.6.
What's up, you guys? This is Kennedy at Copa. We are going to be testing some Tigers fans' knowledge today. Let's go. All right, how many home runs is Miggy away from 500?
4.
Very close.
3. 6.
There you go!
6.
Who was the last Tiger to win an MVP?
Miguel Cabrera.
Yeah, Miguel Cabrera.
Can we get a Woodward Sports, let's go?
Woodward Sports, let's go!
Woodward Sports, let's go.
What is up, everyone? We are still hanging out in the food court, and we are with Detroit Lions punter Jack Fox. Jack, you have been in Detroit for a year?
Yeah, 1 year.
1 year. Tell us what your favorite food around Detroit is.
So last night I actually went to Red Coat Tavern.
Okay.
You gotta check out Red Coat Tavern, get the brasserie burger, bacon, get it medium, get some cheddar cheese on there and special sauce.
All right.
Best burger I've ever had.
So you've called yourself, you know that I am the sausage king of Detroit. I am the sausage person in this area. But you have come at me and said you are the sausage king of Royal Oak. Do you want to have a contest as the sausage king of Royal Oak versus the sausage king of Detroit? Are we going to fight over this with sausage?
Yeah, I think we should. I propose a competition. My turf, Royal Oak Farmers Market.
Oh my God.
Hit up Seymour the Sausage Man, and we'll both eat a kielbasa. Shout out Leo's Coney Island. Best chicken finger pita in town.
Woodward Sports, let's go.
Well, Carly, too.
Great stuff.
Sorry.
Isaac's a funny dude. Shout out to Kelly Rowe. I used to work with her. We used to work with her at Fox. Just a sweet girl. Kennedy, easy, great job.
Thank you.
Fun times.
It was really fun, yeah. And Kelly and Jack were super nice, so it was really fun.
Yeah, good times had by all.
Do you think that Jack would teach me how to punt? Like, if I was to ask him nicely? Like,
you don't need it. I saw you kick. You did just fine.
You know what? I was axed out of the crypto contest because they thought that I would be the one to get it in there.
Right.
And so I'm like, you know what? I wanna make dreams come true. Mr. Fox seems like a great supporter of the network. We love him for it. And I feel
Terry,
like,
did you ever see the video of Art attempting to kick a field goal?
I believe I did.
Yeah, it
was tragic.
It was only tragic because Papa Sean was like, kick it order, and I'm like, stop yelling at me.
I told you exactly what to do, and you didn't listen to me. So what happened? I predicted, Kennedy, I said,
yep,
you are going to kick it not 5 feet off the ground and to the left.
Yeah, and you know what? No, Fish was there. Fish, you had the footage, and you lost it. But I did make it. I'm sick of being doubted around here.
Yeah, he made it. He made it. Well, Sean left early.
You don't listen to people.
If I listened to everybody, I'd be saying the Lions are going to go 5-12.
Shocker, Sean. Shocker, Sean left early, so he wouldn't know if Art made the last couple kicks he kicked.
Thank you, Fish.
I was there the whole time. I rode in Art's car. Didn't happen.
You're never riding in my Kia again.
You know what? I told you guys that day. Okay? Again, don't get mad at me when you were told. I said, I'm here for the one kick, and when he misses it and the ball doesn't get 5 feet off the ground and goes to the left, I'm turning around and walking away. I'm collecting my money, you're buying me my lunch, and then I'm on my way. I was so sure you were going to miss it, I bought my lunch ahead of time, and then as soon as you missed the kick, I walked up to Kennedy, took the $20, and went on my way.
Do you want to say any more hurtful things before you leave?
I wanted you to kick.
No, you didn't.
Listen. Did you hear what Terry said?
Terry wanted me to because he's blissful.
You wouldn't listen. Art,
you
take
are a little
2
hard at
steps
it.
back, 3 steps to your right. No, wouldn't do it.
Ryan says if I listened, I'd wear condoms sometimes.
That's true.
And you're not
too.
wrong.
Maybe we get Art in the Olympics so he can't have sex anymore.
I like cardboard beds.
I thought you were going to put him in the Olympic baby making contest.
Did you
He'd be
hear
great at that,
about
too.
that?
Yeah.
Literally, oh no, we didn't give the condoms out for because of these games, but there's some cardboard beds. Try making love on a cardboard bed.
I have. It
Come
sucks.
on, exactly. Come on, they're young athletes. They're gonna find a way.
No,
okay?
they gave him condoms and told him to have sex after the Olympics.
After the games.
They're going to put an IKEA factory in there and just say, go to town.
I told you, I know somebody that was at the Olympic Games, and what he told me, he goes, it was literally a free-for-all. He goes, it was like being at a college campus after a all-night bender, and he said, in the Olympic Village, it was, all right, well, let's go find the Swedish bikini team. Ha, 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 ha. Let's go find the nasty Americans. Ha, ha, ha. And he said it was literally, it was like Sodom and Gomorrah.
What is?
God bless them.
What is the Sodom and Gomorrah? What is that?
Do you read the Bible, young man?
No, I'm sorry.
No, he doesn't read.
I'll tell you the story.
Okay.
I'll tell you the story.
Well, we don't have much time
Have him
left.
sit in your lap one day and you tell him.
You can hop up in the lap, all right? Now, I promise you won't turn into a pillar of salt.
The hell is it?
He might.
He might.
He might.
Art would be the guy, though. No, Terry, you're right. Because remember they said, hey, listen, don't look back. If you look back, God's going to get you. Art would be the guy. What am I looking back for? Boom. There it is.
Art,
Yep.
They turned him into salt?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And that's not fun.
I didn't say it was fun.
All right, we'll talk about the Tigers when we come back. Thanks to Isaac again and Kennedy and Easy. Great video. Hey, it's a fun weekend, and I know Terry and I are both planning to go to some games this week. Win or lose, I love going down to the park. We'll get into that next right here on Woodward Sports.
Do you know why realtors love using Hall Financial as a lender? Because of our commitment to speed and service. We have nearly 4,000 five-star reviews already. Call today, 248-308-5000, or go to callhallfirst.com.
What day is better for you to go to a game? Are you good on weeknights?
I have to check with the warden.
All right. Well, you know what? I will figure out a game, and we'll go to a game.
Here's what I think is going to happen. After Tuesday, you're going to switch your number, and you're going to say, hey, me and Casey Mize got to go to the game together. Sorry, can't make it this week. Over and over and over again.
I don't understand when we're decided to go somewhere and enjoy ourselves in privacy, we got to call him up and invite him.
Oh, because I've learned I'm just the technical director, not a producer, even though it fucking says producer cam still. Let's get that fixed. I am not a producer.
So I'm used to working with people, saying goodbye, and not seeing them until the next day.
Yes.
I said that to my mother 28 years ago, and I'm going to say that to Sean tomorrow, and I'm never going to see him again, and that's what hurts. I have mommy issues. Daddy Art wants to go to a ball game, and Sean's like, oh, I got to take 14 racks of ribs to Casey Mize and Paws. It's just hurtful, man.
He's not a bitter guy. Not at all.
Art, I apologize. I'm going with my wife tomorrow, and then I'm going with a friend on Wednesday, and I will take my friend Art. We'll figure out a day, okay? I will text you as soon as the show's over today, all right? When I get home, and we'll figure out a date where you and I can go to a game.
You know what also happened?
I'll get really good seats, and you and I will go to a game together, okay?
D-Mac over the weekend said the Wings are playing on Saturday. Meet me at LCA. And I've been waiting ever since. I waited there. Come to find out, they're not even in season. They're not. He's like, just wait in the parking lot, Art. I was like, okay. So I waited. I waited. And that's what I'm going to be doing with you. I'm going to be waiting. He said, get your ice skates on.
No, no, Art, listen, I'm going to say this publicly. I'm going to look right into the camera. You have my word. We'll figure out a day in August that works for both of us. You can come over my house, and we'll drive down together. Okay?
Oh, that's
but
so
once
cute.
I'm in the car with you, you can't kick me out on 475.
No, we'll drive
No,
together.
that's murder. He doesn't want to go end up in jail.
I promise you.
I love that it's 55 miles an hour and people are doing 90 down 475. But yeah, no, I will look forward to that text never being sent because you lost your phone.
Art, speaking of you putting your skates on, when do we get to see you go through the boards again?
So I don't know if you know this, Terry, but I said if Conor McGregor loses, I'll let D-Mac run me into the boards. And it turns out that we're going to be doing it in Hazel Park this Sunday at 5 p.m.
This Sunday?
This Sunday, 5 p.m.
Let's go.
From what I've heard, Mickey Redmond's going to be there, Rob Sims, and it's going to be done during the intermission for this alumni game. And I'm terrified. I asked D-Mac if I could wear a sumo suit so I could slow myself down because if I'm not in a sumo suit, I'm going to do laps around Deer McCarty.
Did I hear sumo?
Oh, God. But yeah, so this Sunday, my grandma actually called me and said, where can I get tickets? And I said, you really want to see me die? In person. Thanks, Grandma.
Yeah, why not? You only get to see that once.
Yeah.
Art, what are you doing Tuesday, August 17th?
Let me look at my calendar.
Let
I'm
me
free.
know. Would you like to go see the Detroit Tigers take on the Angels?
I've always wanted to go visit heaven. I'd love to be there.
You are fucked up.
I'm ready. Let's go. Yeah, sure. I'm free.
Are you really free?
Yeah.
Okay, mark it down.
Is it a night game or is it
It's a night game.
Okay, good. Because they need me here.
Yeah. Come over my house when it's over, and we'll drive down together, okay?
Okay.
Because I'm not meeting you down there.
Wait, so we're going to ride together?
Yeah, we'll drive together. There.
Okay.
Now, does this mean you're going to stop saying mean things?
Will we be in your 2025 Ford F-750?
August 17th.
August 17th.
Okay, I'll be there.
Sounds like is that a weekday?
It's a Tuesday night.
Tuesday night.
Okay.
Let me look at my calendar. Oh, I'm free.
Okay. Yep. Game's on me. And you know what? Art, the night's on me.
The night's on you? Well, I don't drink alcohol, so it's like...
Whatever, concessions, whatever.
Putting all the wieners in my mouth. You're going to make me a hot dog lover.
And mustard. You can get, all right, buddy, pal, to show you my appreciation. Now that means you have to stop being mean.
After tomorrow, I will stop being mean.
You're a really big man. I'm really impressed.
Thank you, Terry. You guys are more than welcome to come. I'm just be easier if there were other people there.
It's a distraction.
So the Tigers are red hot. They beat a crap team, and they're red hot coming out of the break. Got a 7-0 win yesterday. They have another crap team coming in the Rangers. Enjoy the wins.
And got 30,000 to come out Saturday.
Isn't that crazy?
Mm-hmm. Just out of the blue.
You're going down this week, right?
Yes, and next week probably. I got my weeks messed up. I'm going to go this week. But then the following week, there is a CMU get-together at Tin Roof across before the game, and I'm going to walk over afterwards with my little Chippewa friends. So, yeah, I'm going to go twice in 2 weeks.
I am going tomorrow, Wednesday, the 3rd, and now the 17th.
I'm putting it in my calendar.
Art, do you know who's going with me on the 17th?
No, who?
You! When they play the Angels. I love going down there, regardless of, you know, do you know how many years I've gone down there and they stunk? And, like, even when we got our season tickets, they were a crap product. I love going down there. Look, I hope they win, but I'm going to say it again. Terry, unfortunately, we are in a time period in Detroit sports right now where our teams have pretty much stunk for a considerable amount of time. And people so desperately want to believe that times are changing that when the Tigers put together a streak, you know, gasp 3 in a row, and sweep a crap team like the Twins, people are... A couple weeks ago, Terry, you mentioned it, and what did I see yesterday as I'm perusing social media? People having the audacity to talk about getting one of the wild card spots, and it's mind-boggling to me. If you can't see the issues with this baseball team, you don't want to see them. You know, like I had a conversation with a guy last week where I gave up on Twitter. It was just like he was like, I've never been able to spend money, so I listed all these big contracts that he handed out, and he didn't want to hear it. So I'm not going to tell him, and that's where we're at with this franchise right now.
I think those contracts came when Mike Ilitch was trying to hang on to a dream that wasn't there. So now we need to see, is there going to be another influx of spending under Chris Ilitch? I'm not certain about that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But it comes back to, you know what, you like to see some of the younger guys doing well. I wish more of them were doing well because we've heard all these names for so many years. And I mean, you know, hey, don't worry, Jacoby Jones is going to be our center fielder forever. Daz Cameron's the future. Who's the shortstop? I mean, so many things like that. But you know what? When you're winning some baseball games, I think people, you know, it makes everybody happier. And I'm going to go down there regardless. I love going down there.
Yeah, there's something about baseball. If it's a warm night, the crowd, the beer, the hot dogs, that all adds to it. And if they get their ass kicked, you're disappointed, but you know it doesn't ruin the evening.
Yeah. We got to the point where I remember my son and I, it was it 15 or 16, you know, after they got swept by the Orioles in 14, you knew it was over. Like, you knew it was over. And I want to say it was 16 where they kind of flirted, and until the last weekend they were still in it. But it seemed like the nights that we went, they got killed, Terry, more often than not. And so my son and I I looked at him one day because we would be miserable. We'd be sitting there like this, and I said, we have one of two choices right now. We can come here and just enjoy father-son time and being down at the park, or we can come here and have expectations. And we dropped our expectations. Yeah, like dropped them, which every gosh damn Tiger fan should have done 5 years ago. But as the Lions are the living proof, people can't do that. They can't do that.
But you know what? Going to the Tiger with your game to your son is getting that first Tiger cap of the year.
Yep.
You know, maybe some other junk, having hot dogs and beer, and
shawarma nachos.
Those are great. Yeah, those are great.
And just eating until you pass out, and then go home. That's the fun part. And you know what I like to do?
What's that?
I like going to the little bar, Amsterdam 411 or 912 or whatever the hell it is, out in the Pepsi porch. Because you meet people, you watch the game, and it's a good time.
Those are I think I've told you this before, my favorite seats in the house are in the mezzanine, that first row. like on the glass where you're kind of looking down on the field. Those are my favorite seats in the house. You can take behind home plate. You can take behind the dugout. I love that whole area, Terry, because if I mean, sure, most people have been there. There's this little walkway from where the mezzanine is to where Terry's talking about, like back on the Pepsi porch, and they have a couple bars back there, and the bar that has the flames coming out of it and stuff. It's just a fun night. It's a fun night. Adam, did you have something to say? When you come in here and sit down with the mic, I'm
Yeah, I don't know. I saw some jackass in the comment section make a comment. So, yeah. I thought it was stupid. But
it says that Uncle John says Adam would be a horrible replacement. Hope it's not him.
I loved it, though, honestly. It made me laugh.
I've said this before, I would love if Adam had a show.
Amen.
But I have a horrible opening day story from 2013, I believe. This was like prime Detroit Tigers. I went, they were playing the Red Sox, Comerica Park, and they were down like 12-3. It was like the 4th or 5th inning, and then we just like got up and left and we went to the bar. Just like whatever, like throwaway game early on in the season, whatever. Tigers ended up coming back and winning like 15-14, and that to this day drives me absolutely nuts. So pissed at myself. Have you ever left a game early and then you got bit in the ass for it?
Ryan Rayburn, of all people, hit a grand slam to beat the Cubs, and I was in such a pissy mood because there were so many chirpy Cubs fans there. And we left, and I go, I can't do this. Like I told my son, and my son was adamant about not leaving early. And we left, and I shit you not, we got to Woodward, maybe a block away, and you heard the roar, and he just, the death stare. What do you think happened, Dad?
And I almost did that. I think they were losing to Cleveland. It was like 9-3 or something ridiculous, hitting the 9th inning. And they rallied and won. And Miguel Cabrera hit a walk-off home run, and they celebrated right in front of us because we had tickets right behind the dugout. And I, in the 7th inning, was with Brandon. I said, let's go home. Nah, let's not go home. Something might happen. I said, nothing's going to happen, dude. And so we stayed, and then it was the best game I've ever been to because his eyes lit up, and he was excited and everything, so...
It was crazy because, like, looking back in particular to 2006, I think I can't believe it's 15 years ago. If you left early that year, you were making a mistake because if you remember, Terry, every night it seemed like we called it Magic Bats. Every night there was something kooky that happened that year. And I remember the Pudge Rodriguez game. The one that really sticks out to me was the home run off of Fausto Carmona, or whatever he calls himself today, because he had 17 different names, where his arms were up like this over his head going, oh, shit, what did I just do, before Pudge even hit the ball. But I'll never forget that. Like, if you go back and look at that home run, he releases the ball, and the ball's not even in the plate yet. His hands are over his head, and he's going, oh, shit, like that. And then Pudge, deposited it. And it was funny because there were people that left that game. And, like, everybody around us is going, this is the Tigers. You can't leave early. I mean, the magic bat, I think that's what made 2006 so special. Number one, none of us saw it coming. And number two, they had so many of those magic bat type of games that, boy, there's nothing like that. Being in the park when you have a...
Right, and maybe the people that left early went to the sports bar and they got to witness it, and they celebrated in there with people in there, so it wasn't a total loss for them. The total loss is when you're driving home and you're like, damn, did something just happen?
Yeah, no doubt. Steve, I hate Cubs fans. They were so chirpy. That's why I had to go. Yeah, yay, Cubbies, yay, Cubbies, Cubbies. We have no identity other than lovable losers. Cubbies, Cubbies, Cubbies. I always made the joke when they won the World Series, you had a bunch of Cubs fans that lost their whole being. They lost their reason for living. Right. I'm serious. That's all. It's almost like if the Lions win the Super Bowl one day. Like, what? You're going to look around and go, now what?
I was just going to say that.
Now,
you know what? You know what? You know what leads me a little bit saucy?
What's that?
Why do Cub fans get all kinds of love for their futility and Lion fans don't? It's worse here.
Yeah, because we're jackasses here.
It's worse.
Yeah.
It's worse. I've told you 100 times, I cannot believe how many people around the nation don't know. They don't. I mean, people, NFL people in the league, when you say, yeah, just so you know, the Lions have won one playoff victory in the Super Bowl era. Ha ha, that's funny.
Ha ha ha. You know what they need?
No, I'm being serious.
30 for 30.
I'm with you.
30 for 30 on the line.
I don't think it would ever happen in football, though, Sean, with the Lions. Let's say the Lions do win a Super Bowl. Football is such a different sport. It's not 162 games a year. 16, now 17 premium games every single season. I don't think you lose that edge as a fan, even if your team reaches the mountain after such a long time.
Yeah.
Like, look at the Buccaneers fans. You know, granted, it wasn't as bad as the Lions, but they went through some tough shit.
Oh.
They
and I'll
need
look
to,
at them.
They need to
Horrible
wait
champs.
to make that 30 for 30 until after this year when I'm doing the 10-7 march down Woodward. Then they can make it.
Or I am going to kill you.
Well, thank you.
Art's going to be the narrator for 30 for 30 for the Lions.
Yep. And we
Art is going to be interviewed alongside Crackman. And they'll be like, how'd you guys
Don't
do it?
talk about Crackman
How
like
did
that.
you manage to
You
spend
watch your
50
whore
years
mouth.
of your life
Watch your whore
thinking
mouth.
every single year you're going to go 10-7,
Don't
10,
talk shit about
11 wins,
Crackman.
go to the Super Bowl after you just picked third in the goddamn NFL draft?
Well, you know
You're out of
what?
your
You
mind.
won't be in the Lions limo with me and Crackman.
I don't want to be in the Lions.
We're going to
limo.
have real life Lions in there. Adam's going to be standing outside. Can I come? Can I come? Nope.
What's for dinner tonight, Art? The Lions cornbred?
No,
and
it's going to be
Lions
spiders
Kool-Aid?
I kill in this goddamn studio.
Tell us
Lions leather, Lions cornbread,
Oh, yeah.
Lions Kool-Aid, Lions limo.
Do your damn my bookie read.
With baseball in full swing, NBA Finals, you can make each and every series matter by having a stake in the game with mybookie.ag. Now, regardless of whether you're betting favorites or underdogs, player prop bets, or just looking to make some cash, MyBookie gives you tons of options to make all your favorite matches a heck of a lot more exciting. You want to jump on that train, the 10-7 train? You want a seat in the Lion limo? You can put your money where your mouth is. That's right. You can jump on and take that over. Probably get some good odds on 10 wins. Go to mybookie.ag, sign up now, and use our promo code Woodward to get your first deposit matched halfway up to $1,000. Let them know that we sent you and use promo code Woodward to get that free deposit bonus and start your day off with a W. You want a seat in the Lion limo? Bet anything, anytime, anywhere with my bookie. All right, Terry Foster, Sean Baligian, this is Woodward Sports.
Welcome to the Call Sam Chopper Shop, where you can win a custom-built chopper while helping our veterans at the same time.
Watch as the Bad Pig Custom Team turns this bike into a one-of-a-kind classic chopper.
And when it's finished, we'll be donating the bike to Volunteers of America Michigan to raffle off in support of our vets.
A great cause to give back to those who've given so much.
Watch for Call Sam Chopper Shop episodes on our social media channels and get your raffle ticket today at callsam.com/chopper shop.
Do you ever get something in your head and you just can't? I can't get out the image of the Lion limo coming
Yeah, I wonder
down
what
the
the Lions
street.
limo looks like. It's got to be blue, right?
It's going to look like success.
And you know what? The rear view mirror is going to have like little lion heads on them.
Crackman's going to be the driver. I'm going to be sitting passenger. We're going to have nothing but lions in the back. Some fans, but a lot of lions. And, we'll invite the lovely ladies of the Detroit Sports Media. Kelly Rowe can come. Carly from the Detroit Red Wings, she can be there too. Because I know that they're going to jump on this 10-7 train. Hashtag Lions 10 wins, baby.
Could you imagine, Terry, you're sitting at home, you're just enjoying your day. You're relaxing. Maybe you got some ribs on the smoker, and you're just enjoying your day, and all of a sudden you hear, and there's Art and Crack in the Lions limo. Come on, see?
That's where
I'd be running. It'd be like the old Ghoul show. I'd be running down the street, running away from that Lions limo as
But
fast
the
as I
thing
could.
is, you're doing a horn.
I'd call the police on them.
Listen, you guys are doing a horn. It's going to be a lion's roar. When you hit it, it's going to go, "Row!" That's going to be the horn.
Art, are the Lions going to be trained? Like, is someone
No.
going to come in and they're just going to bite your head off like that? Or are they
No, the
actually going
Lions
to be...
limo will go.
Okay, you guys are making... You know what?
That's a bird.
I'm going to clip this, and you guys are going to be really disappointed. We're going to have the Honolulu Blue Kool-Aid in there. Spiked with success.
Golf trough, baby.
The golf trough, baby! Get
I'm
on the
gonna
golf
listen
trough!
Honolulu
Woo!
and silver vodka if we're gonna do this, man. I just can't.
See, Kennedy's in. Do you hear that?
No,
Brady?
that's right.
It is a disease. It is a disease. An hour ago, Kennedy was like, no. But you know what? She got infected. This is very, very serious. They say that this is about the most contagious thing you can get.
That's right.
And she's
If
got
there
it.
is spiked Kool-Aid anywhere, I'm going to show up, probably.
Well, that's the truth.
Okay, Art.
I'm doing the rest of the show standing up with my knee injury still from turf. I've got turf burn. And I'm doing the show standing up because I'm ready.
Honolulu Blue Kool-Aid and some 8 Mile vodka. Let's go.
Wow.
Not the
You're even mixing in the damn let's go. No more let's go. No more. I don't want to go.
Kennedy, let's go.
Let's go, baby.
Okay, you're off. You got to.
Okay. You got
Check
to
with
teach me how
Fish.
to do that.
Super
crowd.
Bowl!
Yeah, baby! Woohoo!
Here's the other thing. All of you have to wear hot pants.
Yes.
If you're going to do this.
I
Oh,
wear
yeah.
hot
We have
pants
to
every day.
find a Ford brand limo, though. That's going to be tough.
Okay, you don't worry about it. Crackman and I already texted.
Oh, okay.
Can we get Crackman on the show tomorrow?
Oh,
He follows me on all the socials.
Oh,
I love Crack.
I do too.
He's just a good dude. He's a character. He's a good dude.
And no joke, he literally said, I said, what's your prediction? He went 10-7. I almost kissed him on the mouth.
So Terry, I'm
Yes.
intrigued to hear your take on this Tom Brady putting the Bucs in the hot water. In case you missed it, Tom Brady allegedly played all last year with a torn MCL. As somebody who has had an MCL and an ACL, that is not pleasant. That is not pleasant.
But doesn't Tom Brady look like he always plays with a torn MCL?
Yes. Yes.
I think the league's going to come down on the Buccaneers. But, and I know there's a lot of Tom Brady hate around here, Maz.
Yeah, just
but
Maz.
you shouldn't hate on Tom Brady for this because an athlete is programmed to say he's okay no matter what.
Yeah.
They can have, because what the athlete fears is if I admit that I'm injured and can't perform or there's a question that I can perform, then even if you're Tom Brady, you're afraid of that next guy coming in replacing you, and then you don't get your job back. That's why athletes are programmed to say, you know, how are things going? I'm fine. I'm good. I know I'm on crutches, but I'm going to play Sunday.
Here's the NFL League handbook stance on it. So they say all players who have reportable injuries must be listed on the practice report, even if the player takes all reps in practice and even if the team is certain that he will play in the upcoming games. This is especially true of key players. So my question is, what are going to be the repercussions? Because it's Brady. Like, what are they going to do?
Well, do you remember what the Patriots did? I forget the exact. It was a crazy amount of weeks. I'm just throwing a number out there. I don't remember what the exact weeks was. But Terry, wasn't it like 78 straight weeks that Tom Brady was listed on their injury report?
Yeah.
Because it was Belichick's way of saying, oh, yeah? I'll show you. So he was listed on their injury report. Like, seriously, something crazy, like 78 straight weeks or some crap like that. Almost as a big FU to the team. Terry's right. I mean, Joik has told the story of when he was in New Orleans. I don't know if you guys remember this, and he knew he did something to his knee, but he was like, I'm not saying anything.
Right.
I'm trying to make that. I'm not saying anything.
It's not your place. That's the team. The team's responsibility is to come up with an injured list or whatever. The player's responsibility is to play. No matter how much it hurts, no matter what kind of injury you have, you go out there and play.
Yeah, but what are they going to do? Take a Super Bowl ring away? Like, it's old news now.
No, it would be punishment ahead of time. Maybe draft picks or
Could
something
you imagine
like
if
that.
they're like the first three games he can't play?
Away.
Could you imagine?
No,
first
they're not going to do that. They're not. They did that before. Remember how well that worked out? Maybe a big fine. Terry's right. Maybe a big fine.
Right.
But draft picks, though,
that's big.
And those things are gold now. That's why teams that get extra draft picks are really smart. And it shows that they want to build a winner, but it's not going to happen right away.
You know what? Let's give our extra draft picks to someone in need. Let's give them to the Bears. Let's give them to the Rams. They can have them back.
No, the Lions need those draft picks.
We don't need them. We have Penny Sewell. You're X'd out from the. I've got the keys to the limo, baby. Got the keys to the limo.
And you know what else is in that limo? Sugar in the gas tank.
Okay.
That thing's not even going to run.
Well, yeah, it runs on Honolulu Blue Kool-Aid.
It's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere.
You know what?
And you got crack in the limo.
Crack man!
Things. I'm gonna be really intrigued to see what the league does with this, because you know what they have to do? They have to show everybody how serious they are about injuries.
Mm-hmm.
You know, really, all jokes aside, we're really concussions in particular.
No, this
Knock
has
it
nothing
off.
to do with concussions. This has to do with Las Vegas.
Yeah.
They have to show that we're not giving inside information to Vegas, that we all have the information on injuries. We all have the information on whatever. That's why they're going to crack down, because they don't want to give the insiders a unfair advantage.
This is going to be the first season where, for many people, it's legal. It is going to be off the hook. It is. It's going to be wild, wild west stuff. It is. It just that, but they care. That's they're going to tell you they care. The NFL cares. No, we know what's really going on. Let's be perfectly blunt about that. Do we have one more break, Arthur?
Yeah, we can take a break. Yeah.
Okay. I just want to be on time. I don't want you to yell at me any more than you've yelled at me today.
It's just hurt people, Sean.
I'm not getting in the limo. I'll take you to a game, but I'm not getting in the limo.
Well, you won't get the free ride down with the limo either, with that attitude.
Nope.
You know what? I know damn well, though, if I pulled up and I went, row, row, and I beeped that horn, right? And me and Crackman are shotgun right by each other, you'd say yeah. You'd say yeah. You'd get it. See, the problem is with these trains, they only hold so many people. And it's starting to get pretty full.
Now, here's the thing. With the way the Detroit freeways are, can you get down there?
Yeah, it's a good point.
In the Lions limo?
You're just looking for any excuse not to celebrate with us, and that's fine.
I don't want to drown.
Kerry, you didn't hear? We're closing the road.
Yeah, the roads
The
will be
Lions
closed.
when the Lions limo comes through, we make that call.
All the
roads
others- yeah,
shut down.
Because all the other Detroiters are going to be going over the freeway trying to get on, and we're going to say, you should have been there in July, buddy.
Yeah, we're shutting the whole road down. The only way to get on the road is behind the car.
Down, is this limo flying, or how's it going to get down?
No, it's a Tesla limo, but it's sponsored by Ford.
Okay.
It's the first ever floating Ford Tesla Lions limo.
I just figured with all the infrastructure problems after the rain and everything, maybe that was
Right.
part of the reason why it was going to be shut.
Well, Gretchy is going to get them fixed.
She is.
These roads are never going to get fixed. Let's forget
We'll
about
come
that.
back and wrap it up next. Woodward Sports.
Tony is a third-generation logger that has a simple, practical approach to life and work. That's why his Coast DX342 knife is perfect for him. The stainless steel blade is rust-resistant and made for all-weather use. And the double roll-lock safety ensures that it will never inadvertently close when he doesn't want it to. That's why Coast is trusted tough.
I'm sorry. I'm checking on the current temperature right now.
Oh, okay. Let's stop the whole show, Joey.
What do you do? Beef ribs?
It's a little longer, Terry. It's a little longer for beef short ribs. They're those big. It's about this big and this thick.
Those are the Flintstone ribs.
Yeah, kind of like that. So it takes to get to 204. It's 7-8 hours. That's why I had to put it on.
What's the temperature?
Right now it's at 160, but it'll probably stay at about 160. I'm not joking, for about 4 hours.
I'm so sick of this. I'm so sick of this red barbecue talk because, again, you guys have these multi-million-dollar Traeger systems. Oh, I can talk to my grill and say, "Hello, baby grill, how are you?"
Legitimately, I can turn the heat down. I can turn the heat down if it's but why would I do that? They're doing all right. They're doing all right. They've been on there for about 3 hours. They're doing all right. They'll stall, and then what happens is it just like ribs. It goes like this, Art. Boom.
I don't know what that means.
You hit that stall, and then it goes boom.
What is the boom? What is
the
that?
temperature goes up.
Okay.
Yeah, you hit a stall, I'm sure you do with your ribs. You hit a stall, and then all of a sudden, like, boom, it goes like that.
Bet you
don't know how long it's going to be.
I bet you they're nothing compared to the McRib.
Oh.
Did he really say that? That doesn't even count.
Well, I wouldn't know because I haven't tasted Sean's ribs for so long.
Okay, I was going to say, you included so long at the end.
Your wife says, hey, Art, you're invited over anytime. You don't have to ask Sean. Just ask me and Rocket. And I say, okay, tonight. And then I ask you, no! Bring me 14 cans of dip!
I have to call the police on you. Terry, what the heck's going on? Grosse Pointe Park homeowners suing the city of Detroit. Grosse Pointe Park and the Detroit Water Authority for flood damages to their homes. I mean, these are a lot of people, both in Detroit and Grosse Pointe Park, that just went through this in late June.
And Dearborn.
And they're going through this nightmare. And it is a nightmare. Anybody who's been through it, I've been through it. It's a nightmare. There's no other way to say it.
Right. You ruin your furniture. You ruin artifacts. You ruin everything. I mean, if I'm the judge, these cities are paying for the basement. Everything that was damaged down there, they're paying for. I'm sorry, because when you own a home, I mean, you got to take care of your stuff. You've got to rely on the municipality to take care of their business.
Yep.
I should be able to have a basement that doesn't flood. Particularly at this time, I should have a basement that doesn't flood 3 times in one summer. That's their fault. I throw the book at Detroit, the Detroit Water Authority. Anybody else is responsible for this.
Especially when you just had FEMA in town, like literally just had FEMA in town, and they're talking about, how it was declared a disaster area. The first thing that you do is you fix your infrastructure. What can we do to ensure that this never happens again? Homeowners are important. There's no doubt about it. But you know what? Do you want to get dinged twice? Do you want to take care of this now, so then you can go through it a few weeks from now or next year or the year after? Fix the damn infrastructure. You got highways closing down, these pumps literally shutting down. What was the number I heard? 26 pumps malfunctioned? Like, what the hell are we doing? What's going on? Get that fixed.
And do you know how heavy a manhole cover is?
Yeah.
Those things are heavy, but the water pressure was so great it was knocking these things up like 3 and 4 feet up in the air as water is gushing out.
So sad. And my heart goes out to people because I think a lot of us unfortunately have been there. I went through it in 2014. It was awful. I mean, I'm not joking. Like, completely just shut my body down and just was like, I'm not thinking about things that I'm throwing away. I'm thinking about getting my house cleaned. And it's awful. I mean, it really is. It's a terrible experience. And
it's unnecessary.
Completely unnecessary. No doubt about it. All right, Terry, you're going to be in on Thursday?
I am scheduled to be here Thursday, yes.
Okay, excellent. Nice to see you again, pal.
Excited.
Hopefully
you too,
we
young
can
man.
get together sometime and do some ribs. We'll tell Art a different date. Art, thank you. Appreciate you. Fish, nice to have you back. There's still hope for your soul, Fish. There is. I'm going to fight my hardest to make sure you don't jump on that train or get in the limo.
Super Bowl, baby! Yeah, football's coming home.
That's right.
It wasn't able to go to England, so it's going to Detroit.
We've lost him. Baby. Kennedy, thank you as well. Kennedy, take a step away. Don't be fooled by the little drinks that they promise you. Those drinks are all spiked.
Lies limo!
They're all spiked. Have yourselves a great day. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Be good.